Hello, and welcome back. Well, it's been a really long time. I know, I missed you too. I've been working with a lot of different tools. My expertise was in QlikSense, but now I've been working with Power BI, with AI stuff. So I have a lot of cool things to show y'all. Going from QlikSense to Power BI, what are the differences? How does Power BI look like compared to Qlik? How do you translate your Qlik terms into Power BI, right? If you're migrating from QlikSense to Power BI, it becomes easier for you to understand. In QlikSense, the top organizational container is essentially a stream, right? You publish your apps to a stream. That stream may contain app 1, app 2, app 3. So the stream holds all the published app. So that's where the users go in to consume their data into a stream. The nearest translation of a stream from QlikSense is a Power BI workspace. So in a workspace in Power BI, you can have your reports, you can have your semantic models, you can have your dashboards, you can have your scorecards, and you can have an app. Workspace is the top organizational container. Now, a workspace essentially contains your reports, it can contain your models, it can contain all the other different components like dashboards and scorecards, right? Number two, in Qlik, there is a unified experience of an app. And in an app, you have the underlying data model, which is connected to the visual layer. And all of that is in a single app. The nearest translation of a Qlik app is a Power BI report. So in Qlik, you have your visuals, your pages, or your sheets, as you call it in Qlik. You have your filters, stories, your bookmarks. Power BI has those things, but in something called the report. You have your pages, you have your visuals, you have your filters, you have your bookmarks, and this is the user experience. That's where the users go to analyze the data to consume it. There's a slight decoupling that happens over here. So in Qlik, you have the data and the visual layer in the same app. In Power BI, the one Qlik app essentially becomes three different assets in Power BI. It's semantic model, that's the underlying data, the visual layer, that is the report, and a combination of reports can be made available to end users or business users through an app. So people consume the data through an app. Well, it essentially means that in Qlik, you have to go to individual apps to consume the data. But over here, since a report is just the visual layer, a report is built based on a semantic model. So the semantic model is separate from the report, right? That essentially means that from one semantic model, you can build several reports. So you can have report 1, report 2, report 3, all based on the same model. In Qlik, a big disadvantage was that if you wanted to represent the data in a slightly different way, filtered in a different way towards a different audience, but the underlying data was the same, you still had no choice, right? You had to duplicate the app and duplicate the data in that app and then recreate your sheets. But in Power BI, because the model is separate from the visual layer, you're able to connect several different reports or create several different reports and connect it to the same semantic model. There's also one big advantage to this, other than building different reports. You can also connect the semantic model to different tools. Like you can connect Excel directly to your semantic model. So in Qlik, you might need to export the data from the Qlik app, then take it to Excel. And by that time, your data is dead, right? Like there's no connection to Qlik. So every time the Qlik app reloads, your data in Excel is stale. But over here, because the semantic model is a separate entity on its own, you can connect Excel directly to the semantic model. You can connect Power BI to the semantic model, and you can connect your Power BI reports here and your PowerPoint presentations directly to the semantic model, which essentially means every time the data loads in the semantic model, you can have fresh data directly in your different reports, whether it's Power BI, whether it's Excel, whether it's PowerPoint. And I think that's a super key advantage that Power BI has over Qlik. Like, don't get me wrong, I freaking love Qlik, but there are some things that Power BI just nails it pretty well. And this is one of them. Now, in this workspace, I have several different reports reading from the same semantic model. I can also have several semantic models and several different reports that are built on it. And those reports, as long as they are in the same workspace, I can combine them and make it available to users in a Power BI app. So that's what a Power BI app is. It is essentially one level higher than the Qlik app. So you can think of it as combining several different Qlik apps into one Power BI app, right? So you can combine several different reports from the same workspace into a Power BI app, and there you make it available to the business users. The difference here again is, let's say that you want one user to only have access to report one, and a set of users only to have access to report two. And if they're both combined in the single app, how do you do it? Well, you have something called audience groups. So you can create an audience group and say, hey, this person should only get access to report one, and these people should only get access to report two. You can do that in the Power BI app. There's another key advantage to having Power BI apps. That is, let's say that you have a company and a workspace where several different reports are built. One is over marketing, one is for sales, one is finance, one is for your e-commerce store, maybe it's shipping, maybe it's different kind of reports, your logistics reports. As long as they're all in the same workspace, you can put them in the same app, which means that the users don't need to go to several different apps to get the same data. It's all in the same app. So it makes it super easy for you to navigate through it. And another advantage is that from these different reports, you can pick chart A from report 1, chart B from report 2, chart C from report 3, and then combine them into a single dashboard, giving you an overview or a global view of what's really happening. So these are some of the big advantages that you can have working with Power BI. So to sum up, you have streams and apps in QlikSense. You have workspaces, which has reports, and those reports are connected to apps in Power BI. The architecture is you have your app plus the model in one single space in Qlik. But in Power BI, you have semantic model, reports, and app. So they are all different in Power BI. And a key advantage is that because the semantic model is different, you can connect different tools to the semantic model and get fresh data in it all the time. All right, let me know. Please leave a like, super appreciate it. And leave a comment on what you want to see next. Peace.